Much like all relatively recent quality independent brands, they have their quality stuff, they have the stuff upon which their brand, their foundations are built, and then they have the stuff that, let's say, is a little more diluted, that they make the majority of their money from. For example, if talking about Frank Mille, his early stuff, his early invention pieces, if you like, where he converts standard movements to incorporate retrograde perpetual calendars and such like, compared to, let's say, the standard Casablanca conquistadors. I mean, they are complete chalk and cheese, much like with Richard Mille, you have the RM11s, which they absolutely rinse it with as far as their monetary gains. And then you have the more discerning original stuff, such as the RM1s, 6s, 9s, 12s, and even the 8s. The 8s are the most complicated watches they've ever made, incorporating a tourbillon, a suspended tourbillon if you like, along with a split-second chronograph. Now this bad boy here, this 8, this for me is the one. Not just because it's a one of one, but because it's made in their lighter of the metals. It's made in titanium, and it's the only version to have ever been black DLC coated. It incorporates black numbers, and it also has no colours on the hands, hence its monochrome name. When I interviewed Richard around 12 years ago for a TV programme, indeed it was the RM4 split second, so the same chronograph movement as this, that he was sporting himself. Whilst it is true that they now make skeletal versions of the RM8 in the form of the RM050 and Airbus, etc., for me, it's the hint of the old school that I love about this. It's the V1 being the version 1 with titanium baseplate that I absolutely love, and the fact that this was made when they weren't making carbon case watches. Now, if you believe in Richard Mille's philosophy of watches not having to be heavy to show their quality, but actually watches having to be light to show their durability for everyday life and their quality, then you know what? You couldn't really go far wrong in investing in a piece such as this. And perhaps the pièce de résistance is that this watch, much like an uber rare Ferrari, it comes with its original design and build specification sheets, as well as, of course, as its original box.